Hey guys, Chemos back from Beard Profile, and today I wanted to talk about what's somewhat of a controversial topic, and that is men using minoxidil, or what's better known as Rogaine, on their faces to grow fuller beards. If you don't know what minoxidil is, it was at first an oral medication used to treat high blood pressure through vasodilation. After noticing a very apparent side effect, hair growth on both the scalp and body, it was then made into a topical solution that became something to apply to your scalp for men that wanted to regrow their hair, and later on women as well. So minoxidil helps with both hair growth and hair regrowth, which are, keep in mind, two different things. Hair growth would be how pileous your body is, whereas hair regrowth can only mean regrowing what you once had and now lost. And if you've lost hair, it is due to androgenic alopecia, most likely, or how it's better known as male pattern baldness. Although women can have androgenic alopecia, which is why it's not always referred to as MPB. A noted side effect of applying minoxidil to one's scalp for hair regrowth is also excess body hair. So the excess body hair comes from the systemic absorption of the minoxidil from the scalp into the bloodstream, which of course then the blood carries everything throughout your body, and that's how the excess body hair comes about. Now there's a plethora of misinformation regarding minoxidil, and most of it is negative because of naivety and unwillingness to understand or maybe even accept science. But in this video, we won't go into those negatives, and I'll not be trying to disprove these either because they have already been disproven through science. With that said, I think you have an idea of where I lean toward when it comes to men using minoxidil on their faces to grow fuller beards. The question a lot of people watching this video will be asking or wondering is, does it actually work to grow a beard? The simple answer to that is yes and no. Even when using minoxidil, genetics still dictate how well one responds to it. So, although, like I pointed out in another video, which I'll link up as a card above, sometimes our genetics are not expressed, and some guys will have facial hair in their genetics, but these genetics are not expressed due to various factors. What minoxidil can do for these guys with the genetics, just not with the expression of the genetics, is pretty tremendous. Now for the guys that don't have the genetics for a beard, such as many East Asians as just one example, it may help to a small extent, such as for the mustache and goatee area. Don't take what I said just then as the rule, because many Asians can grow beards. Well, I'm an example. I'm roughly half Southeast Asian, and as you can see, I can grow a beard. So despite these ethnic designations of East Asians not being able to grow beards, there are many that can grow beards, because when you think about it, the world and its races are very mixed, and depending on your ancestry, your genetics can carry over throughout your ancestry. Because we don't truly know if we have the genetics for facial hair, it's not always accurate to look at your immediate family. Yes, that can kind of gauge a little bit. You can kind of gauge certain things by looking at your immediate family, it's true, but that's not always the case. Ancestry, like I just mentioned, it does play a role in our genetics, and it's not as simple as looking at your mother and father, who may not be expressing the genes that they've already passed on to you. So you can have genes from your parents that they're not expressing, and obviously most likely your mother is not going to be expressing beard genetics. So I gave a yes and no answer to that question, and here's the question posed in a different way. Will minoxidil help to grow my beard fuller than it is, your beard? The answer to that is yes. Minoxidil will help your beard become fuller, than it currently is. There's no other way to put it other than yes, it will. And the third and final question that I'm going to ask in this video is that of the video's title. People are putting minoxidil on their faces for beard growth? Yes, they are. Because it works. It worked for me. Until next time, guys, Chemos out.